All right, if you've got a dog that's very ball motivated, they're driven, they chase the ball like this all the time, and all they think of is ball, 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 ball. When you bring it out, it's hard for them to focus. Then you need to stop throwing the ball for them over and over and over again if they're not paying attention to you. So Molly, drop it. Now, there's a couple of steps to what I'm about to teach you. You need to teach your dog to drop it. They need to know that. They need to know leave it. And then they've got to have a little bit of focus on you. So to build that, what we're going to do is instead of just throwing the ball over and over and over again, we're going to use this as our prize, okay? So I'm going to start by putting the ball out here. Molly, look at me. Yes, and then I can toss it. So I just want that eye contact for a minute from her, and well, I should say a few seconds, and then she can bring it back to me. So drop. Now I can hold the ball out here, and I can have her do different tasks in order to get the ball. So Molly, sit. And if she won't sit, then she doesn't get the ball. So I'm going to put the ball over here in my arm. Yes, so I stepped into her because she wasn't listening and I don't have a leash attached to her. So I stepped into her to give her a little bit of that body pressure. Stand. Nope. Yes. Bow. Yes. Break. And then she can have the ball. Good job. Drop it. Yes. You can also put it over to your side. Molly, heel. Yes, good girl. Back pedal. Good girl. Break. She can go get the ball now. You're not doing a whole lot for your dog if you're just constantly throwing the ball. Not to mention, if you're throwing the ball too much, it can be a little detrimental to their body. The constant stopping, and you know, if I were to throw the ball, let's see if I can give you an example here. See how she kind of ran into the ground a little bit there? After a while, that can put a lot of strain on their body. So I don't throw it over and over and over again for her until she's getting injured. I'll throw the ball for her each day, but we're doing a lot more work like this instead of just throwing the ball. I'll give her a few free throws and I'll let her go catch the ball. Go ahead, Molly. And she does like to catch it out of the air like that, but for the most part, I'm making her do work for it. So she brings it back to me and she loves it. So I want to play with her. But instead of just toss, 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 I'm going to put it over here so she can see it. And then we're going to do something. Molly, sit, stand, spin. Yes, spin. Good girl. Sit, stand, bow. Good girl. Break. And then she can go get it. So make your dog work for the ball. Use that ball as their reward. And this is a great example of her needing to listen and do different tasks for me and me not having to give her a treat. Because I know some people do not like to work their dogs for treats. They want to use just a toy, but there needs to be some sort of reward. So if you don't have a reward system, you need to get one. So make it a ball, a tug toy, a treat. And then you can also work on their impulse control. So with this one, you would need to start with a leash and make sure that they are learning their leave it. So Molly, leave it. Down. Yes. Break. Now she can go get it. So see how she had that tiny little bit of thought of, oh, let me go get it, but she resisted. She's got some pretty decent impulse control. It's not 100%, but she's got a pretty good chunk. Leave it. Break. Stop. Down. Break. Good girl. So that one we started on a leash. That way, when she started to go out, when I told her that first initial break, I had the leash and I could grab that and hold her back when she got to that spot. So that's how she learned to do those halfway down stays. Stop, down, And she is still practicing. Obviously, she's not perfect at it, but she's getting it pretty well. Break. Good girl. Stop. Down. And we consistently work with her to get her so that she's stopping as soon as we say stop. Because you could probably see she took about 5-7 steps there before she went down. And we're just working on getting that nice and tight. Break. Good girl.